Alright, so this is my pack all together. It weighs about 15 to 20 pounds depending on how much I have in it. And I will show you what I carry on my hikes. Okay, so here's the things that are always in my pack. Sometimes I have more depending on the hike. So I bring layers. Today I'm just bringing this jacket because I'm gonna have a coat on because it's still cold, but always have layers. Bring ropes just in case. Never know when you need ropes. This is a water filter. So if I ever ran out of water, I could filter from a stream or a pond, and you put it in here and then you have clean water. I have a first aid kit, which is full of first aid stuff. It has like a tourniquet, all sorts of bandages, and anything you could pretty much need as far as first aid on the trail. I have an emergency poncho, so in case it rained or snowed randomly and I didn't have rain gear, I could throw this on. It has like the heat stuff on the inside to help you stay warmer. Emergency sleeping bag, emergency tent, just in case I ever had to sleep out. This is full of like ibuprofen, Tylenol, stuff like that. My gun for protection stays on my hip. That's just my little tripod for making videos for you guys. Snacks, lighters, knife. I've just needed these sometimes. I don't know. I just like having Sharpies. And then this stuff is the taper ribbon you can tie to a tree branch or something when you have to leave the trail to use the restroom or you want to check something out, so that way you can for sure find your way back to the trail and don't get turned around. And then my water source is in my backpack, so it's this big old water bladder, and it connects to the hose so I can drink water throughout the hike. But like I said, if I ever ran out and I needed more water, I could filter with this and get fresh water. This is what I take on every hike. Sometimes a lot more snacks if I'm going further. Today my hike's short, so this is all I'll be carrying. I'm just trying to get used to the weight. I obviously won't need, you know, an emergency sleeping bag and emergency tent for the hike I'm going on today, since it's not even in the forest, but I'm trying to get used to the weight of my pack and hiking up mountains with it, so I'm bringing everything that I will need when I go on future hikes. So I just started, really, and look at what I'm about to climb. Huge. I don't know if you can tell, but this mountain is straight up, like, whew, straight up. My legs are burning. Okay, update. Whew. This mountain is never ending. Like, I'm way up here, and I'm still not to the top. Oh, this is on the other side. Holy moly. Oh, it's a big mountain. So apparently I took a wrong turn. I followed this huge trail, and I'm supposed to go on this teeny little trail over here. So I'm backtracking now. Luckily I didn't go far before my navigation was like, hey, you're off course. But this spot's really warm. It has a wind block and it's super warm. I kind of just want to stay here. I had to put my gloves on because the wind's blowing from the north today and it makes it pretty chilly. Anyway, I'm now backtracking and I'm going to find the trail I'm supposed to be on. So I'll let you know when I do. Okay, I'm on the trail I'm supposed to be on now. Looks more like that. I don't know if you can even see it, just a teeny trail. It's more windy over here because I'm on the north side of the mountain, but it's not as steep, so that's nice. All right, I made it to the top of the mountain. Woohoo! I'm just taking a quick break. Hopefully it's not too windy on the camera. So my page is not gonna be for like hiking tips or trail ideas or anything like that. I'm just making it for my parents so they can kind of come along on my adventures. I've been super busy the last 2 years working on my teaching degree, and they haven't really got to see much of me. And so I thought I would take them along on my adventures that I plan on going on. This is my first one. I'm waiting for the snow to melt so I can hit the mountains. But yeah, it's not going to be a page for hiking tips or anything like that. It's just to kind of bring my parents along on the trail with me and let them see all the places I go. This is a cold part of the trail. I'm in the shade. It's cold. The wind is blowing from the north and it is a wee bit chilly. I'm hoping I get in the sun soon because even though I'm walking fast, I'm getting cold and I don't have another coat. So anyway, this is the McBee trail loop. Looks like a lot of horses go on it. There's a lot of hoof prints on the trail. I've passed a few people, mostly people on motorcycles though. Not on this trail, like, cause it's pretty narrow, but there's a bigger one that I went off course on earlier that the motorcycles were on. So anyway, it's been a nice hike. The first part was insanely hard. It was straight up a mountain and my legs were on fire. So when I first started, I parked my car just like way the heck down there. And this old couple like pulled in right when I did, and they took off before me, and I thought, oh man, I'm stuck behind some old people going up this mountain and I'm gonna feel weird trying to pass them. Oh no, these old people like rocketed straight up a mountain with their dogs like nothing, and I'm like trying to climb and they're just like I was like, oh man, I think I'm in shape, and then I go do something like this and I'm like, nope, not compared to them. So I have huge respect for those guys. They are in good shape, and I had a really hard time keeping up with them. They got to the top before I did. I wasn't far behind, but they made it like, seemed like no problem. They just went straight up it. So that was pretty cool. All right, I'm kind of, I don't know, halfway probably. I should look on my watch. But anyway, it's taken me along the side of the mountain. Just mainly downhill right now, so I'm kind of getting cold. I should speed up, but I don't know if I would do this trail in the summer. I feel like it would be way too hot. There would be no shade and no trees, probably tons of snakes. So I don't know if I would do this one in the summer, but it is definitely getting your heart ready for the big mountains. So it was fun getting out. It feels good. So anyway, hopefully it's not too windy and you can actually hear what I'm saying. But so I just passed some people on the trail, and apparently if you do it backwards, you don't have to climb straight up that mountain, but there's just like this gradual incline that I'm now going down, and then you have to go down the steep part, which I don't know, I mean it was hard to climb, but going down, if you trip, you're going all the way down. So I don't know what would be better, but I climbed straight up it, and now I'm cold, so I may run for a bit because I'm shadow of the mountain, because I'm no longer at the top. I'm going down. So it's much cooler on this side. The wind's blowing from the north, hitting me, and there's no sun. So anyway, I'm more than halfway now. So it looks like, I don't know if you can see, but the trail right here, yeah, I'm gonna be going down, it loops around, and I'll be going back to my car. So it looks like that's where I'm headed. I keep checking my navigation to make sure I'm right, because there's a lot of trails out here, and you can easily take the wrong one, like I did. I was climbing a mountain again, and I'm like, man, I didn't see this on the map. And then luckily my navigation like notified me, and it was like, hey, you're off course. You might want to check your navigation and see if you missed a Y in the road. And I did. I saw it, but I thought, oh, that trail's, it's pretty narrow. That's probably not the main trail. The other one was wider, but apparently it's more for like motorcycles and stuff, and this one is for hiking. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna go try to find some sunlight. I'm gonna walk faster. I'll see if I can find some sun. It doesn't look like I'm going to though, because now even the trail down there is in the shade. So a little bit cold. So I have 12 weeks left of student teaching. I just started this week, and I was given so many assignments. It was like, wow! But I mean, I spent a few hours today scheduling out the next 12 weeks, putting what assignments I need to get done by what time, so I don't try to just do it all at once, because that's my personality. I just want to get it all done so I don't have to worry about it, but it would just be impossible. There's just so many. So I separated out the weeks, and I should be done with all my assignments by week 10. So that way I have the last 2 weeks to just finish up my student teaching and not have to worry about turning out anything else in, and then I can graduate. And the teacher that I am working with is going on maternity leave in May, so pretty much right around the time I graduate. And so she's gonna have me take over her class for the rest of the school year. So it'll be cool that, I know the kids and I don't have to hop around from school to school. And then hopefully I can get a job this summer or in the fall when school starts back up. But if not, it's hard for first year teachers to get a job. So if I can't, then I will substitute at different schools until I get one. But I'm praying that I just get really lucky and get a job my first year. That would be awesome, but we'll see how it goes. I just needed to take a break from all those assignments and all that planning and all the stuff I have to do. Holy moly. And so I hit the trail. I feel a lot better already, and I'm excited to make more videos. I probably won't do a ton of hikes. I mean, I'm gonna do some. I'm not gonna just, only student teaching, but I'm not gonna do a ton until the snow's gone, and so probably around May. I plan on doing at least one in April on spring break. I'm really excited about that one. But other than that, I am not planning on doing a ton until May. So this video might be the only one for a bit, but I promise you, Mom and Dad, when summer hits, I will be making a lot of videos. Probably more than you want to see. So anyway, of course you don't have to watch them, but I just thought you would like to come along and see all the places I go. All right, well, it's getting kind of steep here, so I'm gonna stop the camera for a minute and watch where I'm walking so I don't fall down a mountain. Okay. Bye. I just have to show you how tiny this little hoof print is. Like, look at my foot and this teeny tiny little horse print. It must be a little baby or a pony. It's so little. It's so cute. Yeah. So I've gotten into some sagebrush now, which gives me a little bit of a wind block. And they're pretty tall sagebrush. So that's kind of nice. I wish I had the sunshine, but at least it's a little block from the wind. I'm like in a crevice. See, there's like a, it's really hard to tell on the camera, but I'm in like a little gully. Oh no, there's the wind again. It's ending now. Darn. Oh, I can't wait for warmer weather, but I am glad I got out today and just gave myself a brain break because I was stressing out. I am walking really fast because I'm cold. I probably will not be walking this fast when I'm in the mountains because I want to enjoy my hikes. I tend to be a fast walker and whoa! My gosh, I just tripped. I tend to be a fast walker and I don't like look around a whole lot when I'm hiking, at least in the past. I've always been like looking straight down where I'm going and just like get as much miles as I can. But and I don't know why I do that, but I'm gonna break that habit and I'm gonna slow down and actually like enjoy my hikes and the view and not pass so much stuff. I'm sure I've passed so many things and just like, oh, missed that. The hike I'm gonna do for spring break has like 7 waterfalls and I'm a little nervous because I'm going in April and there is a part where you have to kind of cross the river and there's stepping stones, but, or like a log, but if the river's too high, you can't cross it without getting wet and that's not a good idea. So hopefully people were there in January and I watched the videos and it was way too high to cross, but that was January, lots of snow runoff at that time, so I'm hoping by April it will be crossable. If you wait until like July or even late June, depending on how bad the winter was, the waterfalls are tiny because, you know, all the snow melt off is gone, and so, you know, you got to kind of find that sweet spot if you want to see the big waterfalls, but also, you know, not get swept away by the river at the part you have to cross. So anyway, I'm gonna go for April because it's spring break. It's a super busy trail, and if you go on the weekend, there's just gonna be people everywhere. That is not my hiking style. I don't mind going with people I know, but I don't like being surrounded by strangers. So anyway, I know I'm gonna see some people because it's just a popular trail, but at least there won't be like hundreds like there are on the weekends. So anyway, it's gonna get me a little bit because it's like there's a drop off on the hike. Like they actually have like a rail you can hold on to, not to block you from going off, but like on the side of the mountain, because it's steep and it's narrow. So, and you know me, I don't like heights, but it's so beautiful, and I'm definitely gonna do it. They say if you take your dog to keep him on a leash, because every year like at least 50 dogs fall off, and it's straight down all the way. So they tell you to keep your dog on a leash. I'm not taking any dogs, but I am excited to go. But I'm going spring break because I can go on a weekday then, and I can't miss work during student teaching, so I could not take a day off. But go on spring break, which I'm sure other people have that same idea. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of people there, but hopefully not too many to where I can at least enjoy some time out there by myself. And Chad also wants to go on that one too. later on in the year when he has like a weekday off as well, because it's just not fun to go when it's crowded and you get stuck behind slow hikers, and I don't know, it's just not my thing. So anyway, I will see how that one goes, but again, that's not till April, so this might be my last video or my only hike until then. I want to do a whole bunch, but there's just so much snow, and I mean, I'm even cold right now, and it's like 48 degrees, so it's not even that cold, but I'm chilly, so I'm not a snow hiker for sure. And if I did have to sleep like overnight, not in the snow. I don't think I would make it, even though I have, you know, stuff for that. I don't want to take that chance, especially hiking by myself. So I'm just waiting till the snow melts. Then I will be hiking a lot. And I have this summer off, like no teaching, no school, and I am like, and then, you know, Chad works during the week, so I'm hitting the trails. I have like probably about 25 hikes mapped out on my trails app. I'm not going to be able to go to all 25, but I'm going to do at least 2-3 a month, like minimum. That's minimum. Maybe even more. I really, really want to visit all these places. We have a beautiful state. Some of them are in Oregon too, but even though Washington has stupid laws, it's a beautiful state, and I really want to go see these places that I've only seen on my phone. And I'm like, I live like 2 hours from that. Why don't I go see it myself? So that's my plan. I need to make sure I'm on the right trail again, because I don't know if I am. I'm going back this way. I was up there, like way up there when I talked to you last. So I'm gonna make sure I'm on the right trail, because I don't want to backtrack again. So yeah, on some of the hikes I go on, if the trail's pretty busy, I'm not going to be recording a whole lot, because it's weird to just be talking to a camera passing people like but I plan on going on a lot that are not hiked very much or only lightly hiked, and I mean, they're miles and miles long, so I'll have plenty of time to record and show you guys. I'm also going a lot during the weekdays once I go on to summer break, so there will definitely not be as many people out on the weekdays. So I am lucky to have a job that gives me summers off. It's the greatest thing ever. And so one of the main reasons I became a teacher, other than the fact that I love working with kids and our public school education needs help. But anyway, summers off is definitely a perk, and of course spring break too, winter break, all that fun stuff. But it's been a journey getting to that point, and I have been super busy, and I know you guys have barely seen me, and I'm sorry. You know, extra time I have, I try to see you guys, or, you know, spend it with Chad and the kids too, because I mean, even our movie nights, you know, like I stopped doing that. We used to watch a show every night, but I was just doing so much homework, I didn't do it. And so what I started doing to kind of make up for that was I would stop my homework, watch a show, and then the kids and Chad go to bed, and then I would go to stay up late and finish my homework, which works, but makes me really tired. And so I can only do it so many nights a week, because sleep's important, and I get cranky if I don't get enough sleep, and I don't like being a cranky teacher, or a cranky wife or mom or anything. So I just picked certain nights I would watch a show and certain nights I would do homework. but I only got 12 weeks left and I'm done. Everyone's like, oh, are you going, to get your next degree? And I'm like, nope. Nope. Maybe, I'm not saying never, because maybe one day I will go and get my next degree so I can get that pay bump, but not anytime soon, and definitely not until my kids are out of the house and doing college on their own, because it's just, you miss too much. I did it now so I could start my career of what I really want to do, but if I wait, or if I start, now I'm teaching and then I jump right back into school, that is going to be completely overwhelming. First few years of teaching are hard and you have a ton to learn, and then throwing school on top of that is just asking for trouble all over again. So I'm not doing that. I'm going to teach for at least probably 5 years, get my routines down, become an amazing teacher, get some experience, find a school I like, get a team I like, and then maybe I will go back to school to get that pay bump, but only if I really need it. It's a lot of energy to go back to school, a lot of thinking, a lot of stress, and honestly, money's not that important. Me and Chad live comfortably now with me just working as a teacher assistant, and I'm gonna be making like 3 times that when I'm a teacher. So I don't know, unless we really need it, I probably won't go back to get my next degree. It's not that important to me. I'm just doing what I like and enjoying life. This is gonna take some of the burden off of Chad financially, so we can go on trips and just do more things. And I want to be able to take the kids too, even though they're going to be adults. They're not going to be able to afford to go on, trips when they're in their late teens, early 20s. So it'd be cool to be able to take them on stuff like that and let them experience different places. So that's my goal. I'm just kind of rambling. You probably already know most of this stuff, but feels like you're with me, guys. I'm in another crevice. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but I'm in a crevasse. I don't know how you say that. Some people say crevasse. Some people say crevice. Potato, potato. I think I'm getting close to getting back to my car. I can't see anything yet, obviously. It's just a trail, but ooh, I thought there was a snake. But I think I'm getting pretty close. I'm gonna check on my navigation and see how much further I have to go. Up this real quick so you can see, well, I guess you kind of can't see the town back there. That's Benton City. That's where I'm at. I don't know if I said that or not. So it was only like a 30-minute drive from my house. So not far. Most of the hikes I plan on going on are at least an hour and a half. Like, I think the closest one's an hour and 45 minutes. But if you're gonna hit pine trees, whether you're going towards the Blues or over towards Rainier, it's at least a good hour and 30 minutes till you hit trees. So anyway, this is a quicker day. I did it just half day, but most of them are going to be more of like an all day thing. There's this one really cool one that I'm going to do that's not too far from Dayton. It's kind of like down a dirt road. I heard that to like get to the trailhead you actually need 4-wheel drive, which I've got, but it's pretty cool because in 1949, I believe it was, a plane crashed on the mountain, and it's still there. Like, they left the plane. Everyone in the crash died, but they left the plane. I think there was like 5 passengers or 5. It was a smaller plane, but anyway, it's still there, and you can like see what's left of it, and the plane, the wings and stuff. And so anyway, that one sounds fun. There's also a lot of black bear activity on that one, so I might be able to see a black bear. Hopefully I don't get chased by this one like I did the last time I saw a black bear, but I'm excited to do that one. Chad actually wants to do that one with me too, because he thought it would be cool to see the plane, and it's not that far of a drive, so it's not like an all-day thing, because it's just to Dayton. So anyway, I plan on doing that one, but it is pretty high up on the mountain, so I'm gonna wait till the snow melts for sure, because it's a pretty narrow trail. It's not heavily trafficked at all, and there's a lot of ticks, I heard, in the spring, so I might wait till more into the summer to go on that one. Definitely wear some tick spray and stuff. Oh, this is getting steep. But anyway, I'm almost back to my car, so you've went with me the whole like 4 miles. It's been a really easy hike, other than that straight up the mountain one. It's not breezy down here, which is nice because it was super windy at the top and it was really cold, but I'm not too bad here. I just am still walking fast because I don't want to get cold, and I want to get home well before that sun sets any further. It's only, what time is it? 3:35, so not super late, but it's still winter, so it gets dark at like 5:30. So anyway, I had meetings this morning, or else I would have went earlier. But I was gonna go first thing in the morning, super early. I thought no one will be out there. I can make a video, it'll be great. And it was 25 degrees this morning. And I was like, nah. And the people on the trail app said, like, it's windy at the top. Like, no matter what day you go on, it's windy. And the wind was blowing from the north this morning. And I'm like, I am not going up there when it's 25 degrees. And it's now like 48 degrees. And I'm still cold. So I'm really glad I didn't go this morning. I almost didn't go at all, because I thought, it's gonna be warmer in like 2 weeks. But I thought, yeah, but in 2 weeks I'm gonna be drowning in assignments and I'm gonna end up not going. So might as well go. I'm feeling stressed. Go get that out of my system. I think I just missed a turn. Oh no, I didn't. Never mind. I'm on the right path. It just goes 2 ways. That's why. But anyway, yeah, so I'm glad I went and got my hiking legs out. That first part was pretty brutal. Like, I almost wanted to turn around. Of course I wouldn't. That's not how I am, but my legs were burning and I was like, oh man, like once you get to the top, it's not gonna be like this the whole time. And so I just kept climbing and it was mainly my calves, which is, I mean, that's not weird. I work out, and I have pretty strong thighs, but my calves, apparently not so much, because those suckers were on fire. My thighs felt pretty good. They burned a little, but no more than your average leg day. But yeah, my calves were on fire, so they are probably going to be sore tomorrow. But that's okay, because they needed a workout, obviously. They're going to need to be strong for all the hiking I'm going to do this summer. So, yeah. Well, it's super quiet out here. Like, super duper quiet. I feel like I should whisper almost. There's still guys parasailing. I don't know, parasailing way up at the top. They parked their vehicle up at the top and they've just been floating around everywhere. Looks super windy up there still. Ooh, I'm glad I'm not up there. It was cold. Oh, you can see the mountain I climbed. Okay, so let's see. Oh, it doesn't even look steep in the video, but I climbed straight up this mountain and it doesn't look steep, but, well, it didn't even look steep when I took the video footage of it earlier. But it was literally like not straight up to where I needed to like use my hands, but I was like hunched over, like climbing that thing. And my lungs didn't burn though, which made me feel really good because I lift weights, which that's just how I like to work out. So I don't do a ton of cardio. I don't jog or anything anymore. It hurts my knees. So I just lift weights, and it's just been good for me. It's strengthened my knees actually and stuff. And I got strong, and it's something I like to do, but I don't have a ton of cardio. Like, you breathe hard when you lift weights, but nothing like you do when you're climbing a mountain. And so I thought, oh, my lungs are going to be on fire. You know, like how you feel when you go on that first jog, you know, that when you haven't went in a long time. And so I thought for sure my lungs were going to be on fire, but they weren't. And every time they started to like feel like they were going to burn, I stopped, took a drink of my water from my little water backpack, and it just cooled them off. And I felt much better. Oh, I thought I just came upon a cross, but it's a power pole, I think. Oh, no, it's not. I don't know what that is. I don't know if you can even see it. Where is it? Oh, right back there. But I don't know what it is. It kind of looks like one of those things where a bird can nest. Okay, there's a fork in the road, so I'm gonna have to stop the video and find out where I'm at. All right, I'm coming to the end of my hike, and look, the sun. Oh, it feels so good. I was getting super cold, and Chad just called me to make sure I didn't get lost, really, because I hadn't texted him yet that I was back to my car. And I have been out here for a while, but that first part was rough. So, oh my gosh, that sun feels so good. Oh, I could just stop right here, and it feels amazing. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the sun came out. Well, it's been out, but I was in the shade from the mountain. But anyway, I'm in the sun now, and I only have about a half a mile, if that, to go to get back to my car. So, I will let you go, and I'm excited for you to come on my next hike. It'll probably be much prettier scenery than this, and I'll have a lot more pictures of like the actual landscape and videos too and like what the trail looks like, because it won't just be a dirt trail. But anyway, yeah, so I will be doing that for sure April, maybe sooner depending on the weather and my crazy schedule. So we will see. But anyway, I love you, and I hope this wasn't too long. Thanks for coming along with me on my hike, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Love you guys. Bye.